Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fitness Factor Fiction. This is Adam Abuchi, and today I want to talk to you guys about training abs, and specifically I'm going to be looking at two statements that we hear a lot in the fitness world. Number one, abs are made in the kitchen. Number two, you don't need to train abs directly. You just need to do your compound movements like squats and deadlifts, and that's enough. Now, first and foremost, abs are made in the kitchen. No, your whole body isn't made in the kitchen. Your nutrition is important regardless of whether you're trying to, get defined enough to see your abdominal separation, whether you're trying to put on more muscle, whether you're trying to improve your performance. Your nutrition is the basis. It's one of the foundations. You can't say that nutrition is one part of the puzzle. It's a part of the foundation that makes up the whole thing. It's not just that's going to get you there. So let's not misconstrue what nutrition is. It's not about suffering and cutting calories. No, nutrition is super important. Your dietary choices are super important, but they're always important, and they're not just important when you're trying to get your abs to pop out, right? So that's number one. Number two, in the case of abdominal definition and diet, where the kitchen comes from, a lot of what we hear about how we should eat to see abs isn't necessarily so. Caloric restriction does work, but it's not the only thing that works. I say don't restrict your calories too soon or too much. Trust me, I've tried everything, so I wouldn't be telling you this if I found it to be not the most efficient way. But the thing that I really want you guys to get is that nutrition is important, and it's the one thing that you want to make sure that you have down pat as good as you can, regardless of what you're trying to do. Performance, physique, or fat loss. Whether you're trying to build up your physique and build up your proportions, or trying to accelerate fat loss or improve your performance in any capacity, nutrition is foundational, it's essential, it's crucial. So, abs are made in the kitchen? No, your whole body's made in the kitchen. That's what I say. So that's number one. Number two, you don't need to train abs directly. Compound exercises like squats and deadlifts are enough. And I'm gonna reiterate something that I've mentioned before, which is that in order for any body part to be as strong and as well developed as possible, it needs to be trained directly. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do compound exercises like deadlifts, squats, military presses. Any of that stuff is great, but it's, again, part of the picture, not the whole thing. What does that mean? After you've done those things, you need to take the time. You don't have to dedicate a separate workout day to train abs. It can be as simple as picking an exercise or two, at least a couple of days a week, because abs will need you to train them more frequently than, say, legs or back. And do a few sets of abs. Feel a nice burn. It doesn't have to be even using weights, just your own body weight. That's it. It can be as simple as that. And abs specifically have an aesthetic appeal that no other muscle group has. Some people come into fitness just wanting to get abs for summer, or trimming their waist down as much as possible. So having that kind of aesthetic appeal, plus it has a central position in the body, which not only means that it really defines your overall shape, but it also influences you in matters of athletic performance, your ability to do even day-to-day stuff like prevention of injury when you're abs and your entire core is strong is an added benefit. So, train abs directly for the best look, the best aesthetic look that you can have, for being able to perform. And when we're saying that, yes, like when you have a stronger core, your compound exercises are gonna feel smoother. Your internal organs and your spine is gonna be girdled and and kept guarded when you're doing the challenging sets. So there's that. Plus, moving in your day-to-day life, fitting in your clothes. When you train that muscle, it has more tone. It stays in shape better than when it never gets stimulated directly. Okay, so ab training doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be 1,000 sit-ups a day or anything like that. It just has to be consistent, and it has to be controlled and deliberate, and efficient. What else do I want to talk about? Like, as far as athletic performance, like, take guys that are martial artists, athletes of any combat sport, really, and you'll see that they take care of training their abdominals specifically, not with anything complicated, but just enough so they have the strength and the muscle tone, so when they're getting punched in there, they can take that punch, and it prevents them from feeling that much pain. It prevents from, sometimes if their abdominal wall is well separated, or their obliques are well developed, it can prevent serious pain or injury even. Like, it serves as a cushion that's built in. All you have to do is activate it and stimulate it, and it will help you improve your performance. Like, so it's not just in the gym. If you practice a combat sport or a martial art of any sort, it will be helpful. Like, obviously what I was talking about when it comes to looking your absolute best, I realized that some of the guys that are on social media and whatnot will tell you that, I've never needed to train abs directly. I realize that the guys that have good abdominal development or separation or definition, that are truthful in saying that they don't train abs directly, these are the guys that hit the genetic jackpot. That's not me, that's probably not you, just like by mere statistics. So we can't take what they do and apply it to ourselves and expect the best results. If we want to look our best, we're going to need to go the extra mile. And to make a distinction, these are guys that, again, like, good genetics, good ab definition or development, and no direct work. Now, from what I have seen, from all the athletes, competitive bodybuilders, pros, fitness models, martial artists, the guys that I have known and trained with personally,
he looks like he needs a 10, but he's got a nice.
All of these guys, the guys that do have great, and please make a distinction between good and great, the guys that have great ab definition and development, every single one of them, no exception, from what I have seen, not just what I heard, from what I have seen, they all train abs directly. Some do a lot of volume, so a lot of sets and reps for abs. Some guys keep it simple, 1 or 2 exercises, anywhere between 3 to 5 sets. That's it. So, take what I've told you and incorporate it into your training regimen if you're not training abs directly at this moment, or maybe if you weren't sure like how you should go about it. Please take what I've shared with you, apply it, and benefit from it, and stay tuned for the next episode. Until next time, stay well, stay strong, stay smart.